So you know how we're constantly comparing ourselves to other people. We're looking at how they look, looking at how they dress, the cars they drive, the woman they're dating or the men that they're dating, maybe the money that they have. And we want that, right? We want to look like them. We want to do what they're doing. We want to have what they have. And it's one of those things where we are comparing ourselves to others because there's just so much visibility online. There's just so many people that are doing things, showing themselves off, showing their maybe one-sided view of their life. But the thing is, like, we want success. We want success for ourselves. We want to be free. We want to be fulfilled in some way. We want whatever success means to you, right? Whether it means more money, or we want to have healthy relationships, or we want to have a beautiful home, or whatever the stuff that is. But for me, what I want is just to have more freedom, to have more time to do the things that I enjoy doing. And I actually enjoy doing my work. I enjoy making these videos. I enjoy doing all the things that people ask me as far as marketing and automation is concerned. But where I fall into comparison, where I've gotten stuck, where I've fall prey to my own comparisons or comparisons like you, by comparing just everything, right? How I look, how I sound, how I make my videos, how my channel is not growing, right? Today's day 6 or day 7 of the Daily Bee. And of course, 6 days in, I'm looking at analytics and I'm saying, oh, you know what? These views are not that great. Like, I thought there would be more. I was hoping that something went viral. I was hoping that, more people clicked on the videos. Like, I'm looking at the click-through rates on YouTube stats and I'm saying, oh, these last couple of videos, the click-through hasn't been that great. And I was like, okay, falling into that little bit of doubt, a little bit of like, oh, should I be doing this anymore? Is it worth my time? Is it creating more problems in my life because, oh, you know what? People are not watching as I'd like them to. And what I ended up doing on analytics on YouTube is looking at the last 7 days, views and subscribers, and it said to me something like there was a certain amount of people that, like a percentage of people that viewed more than in the past, something like that. Or like, and then I went, okay, for 28 days. Then I went 90 days. Then I went 90 days. Then I went, 365 days. I can't remember exactly what the buttons are on the app. And year on year, the channel is getting more views just by virtue of the fact that I'm doing more videos. And then I said to myself, well, you know what? Even if it's like 5% growth, even if it's just a little bit better, that's okay. That's fine. Sure, the click-through rates may not be where I am, where I'd like them to be right now, but that's okay. And if you've watched the first episode where I actually laid down what I want for these videos, is I said I want to build a connection with you guys. I want to experiment with topics, and I just want to get out of this process of trying to edit everything and tailoring it to what I want and cutting out things that mistakes that I'm making, and wanting it to be quote unquote perfect. And so I said to myself, okay, looking at the analytics today from the last 6 videos and also other videos that I've done, I said, well, you know what? I'm going to do this anyway because I've made a promise to myself that I'm going to do these daily videos. And the commitment is to at least get into the practice of giving value by not being scripted, by not being overly curated, right? And so what I realized was, well, there's a lot of other things that have happened in these last 6 days. I put together a process in Asana for how to get my videos edited and how to get my ideas curated and how to do the research. And I've put systems in place where I can basically now do these videos, and from this video, a podcast episode is created from them. I've got like a very easy template to make my thumbnail. So even though the click-through rates are not that great, I'm using the thumbnail every day. I'm making slight changes every day to try to increase that click-through rate. It's not like I'm not trying. It's not like I'm giving up. And also, I've kind of gone through this process of curating the ideas a little bit better. And today I did an exercise with one of my team members where I said, okay, these videos are doing okay. And it looks to me from the research and from some of the things that I've been in, like just in terms of optimizing my time, is maybe marketing automation is a thing that I need to be talking about, because I built the system to create my content. I've helped my clients get leads automatically. I help build marketing funnels. I do all of these things for my clients and I have been doing for a long time. And so in this process of creating this series, it's helped me like figure out a whole bunch of other things. And so those are huge. Those are big benefits of just this daily practice of making videos for you guys, which obviously not obviously, but you might see that unfold as I talk about those things on the channel and as I share the ideas and as I share some of the insights that I'm getting. And so this video today is about how you can overcome and break through those comparisons by comparing yourself to yourself. So taking a look at yourself a week ago, like I did a week ago, I came up with this idea while I was on a walk to make daily videos. And this is day 7. So cool. It hasn't been tough. It hasn't been difficult. Probably the most difficult thing is like coming up with the ideas to make for you guys. But even that, I'm spending way too much over time overthinking it, right? So, yeah, that's number 1. Is like I'm taking action. I'm in the arena. I'm trying, and I'm focusing on my own journey and my own process, my own progress. I'm celebrating my wins because I just mentioned a whole bunch of things that came out of this practice. And then the other thing that I do when I journal every morning is a bit of gratitude. Now, some days I do it, some days I forget. I'm human. But, I'm grateful for the fact that I started this series. Sure, my days are hectic, busy, and I'm thinking about ideas and I'm trying to figure out what it is that is going to resonate with you. And I hope that these videos are resonating with you. But it's cool, this is a process, and I know that it's going to take a bit of time, and I'm okay with that. The view counts and the stuff that we want is fine. Like, that's hopefully going to come through. As I said, it's just a process of volume, and these videos will get better. And I know that I'm rambling, but that's okay. If you're listening, I appreciate you, and let me know how I can help you in the future. And then it's like, How can you take these lessons? How can you take these stories that I'm talking about from my own experience and put it into your own life? Well, I've laid it out for you already, right? Focus on your own journey. Celebrate the wins that you have, no matter how small, how insignificant, even if it's 1% that you're doing better. Do that. Look at that. Appreciate that. Take a moment, take a breath, close your eyes, and think about it. Wow, you actually improved. Wow, you're actually doing the thing. Forget the results. But I looked at myself and said, you've gone through 6 days. Quick editing, sure there's mistakes, sure it's not perfect. But the point is not to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. I'm not expecting you. Sure, if somebody comments negatively down in the bottom, whatever, it's okay. Right? But if you have something useful to say, go ahead and say so, right? And I am actually curious, what's your process to overcome comparison, to overcome this doubt, to overcome this need for perfection, right? And how does this relate to marketing and automation and things in general? Well, I'll give you a story from something that happened on Thursday last week. I was working on this automation that I am putting together for this content, and I got incredibly frustrated because I couldn't get the tech to work. Now, for somebody who's been working with technology for 10 years, making things in Zapier and getting things connected, and it was incredibly frustrating. But you know what I did? I reached out to a friend who I've helped automate things in his business, and I said, hey, can you just have a look at this thing? I'm stuck. And so he very graciously got on a call with me. We went through the process step by step, and we together uncovered, he helped me uncover the thing that I was missing. And then, okay, I couldn't get it to work immediately still, but I left it and I said, okay, tomorrow I will look at it again. And the next day I came back to it and it worked. And so, yeah, I was like feeling disappointed, feeling hurt, feeling angry, feeling discouraged by the fact that I couldn't get it to work because, hey, like I'm an automations guy. And I'm telling you right now that it's okay to fail sometimes, right? It's okay to compare who you think people want you to be to who you actually are. It's okay to want to be better, but not at the detriment of progress, right? So that's the message today. I hope that you take that encouragement and go forth and build something for yourself. Just do the work, create, write, do the thing that you've said that you wanted to do. Stop worrying about what other people think. Stop worrying about what you think of yourself. Break through that comparison and just compare yourself to before. Now, if you've regressed, if you've not grown, okay, don't be critical. Just say, okay, what can you do to make it better in the future? How can you make this process simpler? How can you, or you can look at yourself and say, why did this happen? Right? Was there a change internally with yourself? Was there a change externally? Sure, maybe there are external factors that play. And if there are, how can you internally overcome that? How can you internally find a way to move around it, navigate it, start something new, or stop the thing you're doing because it's not working anymore? It's declining. You're in a market that's shrinking. Okay, what can you do to switch, to change, to pivot? Right? AI is a thing. How can you incorporate AI to make your life easier, simpler? Who can you talk to? A friend, a colleague, a coach, to help you figure this out, to navigate. And that person doesn't actually have to have practical experience. Sometimes just talking to somebody who's impartial, who can just listen, will help you sound your ideas out. And what's happened to me is in 9 out of 10 times, I've been able to solve that problem for myself, whether it's through therapy or through a chat with a friend, or just being able to talk to somebody. You could even chat to ChatGPT if you like to ask your questions. And that's something that came up today, actually. I asked somebody in my team, how do I find a list of influencers? How do I use a filter or use a tool? Is there a tool that exists? And she was like, she doesn't know. And so I took that same question that I typed to her, I put it into ChatGPT, and I immediately found some answers. And so I was like, okay, let me go research these things. Or I could take that list and say, okay, go research these things, get me the pricing, go evaluate, go watch videos to see what other people have said, and tell me which tool to use, right? So it's like, you have a problem, solve it, find a way. You have a comparison. You're feeling down because, you're not making as much money as you'd like to, or you're not making as much progress as far as engagement on your YouTube or Instagram or any of those things are concerned. Well, okay, what can we do to solve that? What can we do to overcome that? We need to be better. How do you be better? Well, you look at your past self and say, okay, what are the things that you were doing in the past that led you to this result today? And give yourself time, give yourself grace, give yourself patience. Be patient. That's the message for today. So yeah, hope this was useful. Again, I mentioned Daily B1, where I spoke about my intentions for this video. If I'm not living up to those expectations that I've set to myself in Daily B1, comment below, let me know. And I hope that you subscribe to the channel, follow along. I will be incorporating more marketing automation tactics and tips into some of these videos and into some of the other more edited, more sort of topical videos on the channel. That's coming up. But yeah, hope to chat to you soon. Good luck on your journey and have a good day.